So you have July, August, September, at least 3 school payments, and that's things to consider, you know. So it's $455,000, 1.365 million in school payment.
Right, for the coming year.
So this is where we always get caught, you know, this time of year, which was the reason why we were looking at putting these
coming in.
CIP. You're done with the revenues pretty much coming in, except for, you know, registrations, which is minimal.
Yeah, I understand that.
Till October.
Yeah.
I don't know if this calculator will go as high, but
Yeah, this money's gotta go until the beginning of October when this 1.9 million is gotta go to the beginning of October when the tax money starts to come in again. There'll be minimal. I guess there are some things.
leaves you 619,271.40, you know, 40 roughly,
Roughly.
down to the cent, but to do everything else in town that's needed to do in the next 3.5 months.
Right.
And that's
So what's
before
your-
all that paving.
But that, your budget is what it says it is.
Well, yeah, this is the highway budget.
Yes.
Your problem comes that you have about 200 to 250 people every year that don't pay their taxes. And when they do get caught up, because the third year is in, you know, you're going into foreclosure, they're paying 2012's tax rate, not this year's.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're always constantly fighting from behind.
The town always loses on that end.
Well,
Because
I don't
they're
know.
paying what they owed back then,
Give a tick.
plus a small amount of interest.
So when we raise and appropriate your tax, you know, any budget, all budgets, you know, but that doesn't mean we collect it all. Going back to that issue.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And so what we gotta really deal with is what's really, what's real numbers in the bank as well. We gotta look at that.
Right.
So caution the board on that.
Well, you guys can vote and let me know. I'm gonna, I mean, I don't have really anything else. I'm gonna, you know, either way, with 28,000 or not, I can squeak by with 2 weeks left and pave those roads.
Right, you'll have enough to
People in this
cover
town
your
really
cost.
want paving done, and we might as well
Farney
pave
Street
it.
done?
Right.
It's gonna be this week coming.
Right.
And I mean, it's short notice that they have to line up stuff. I mean, everything can be paved before the end of the budget. It probably will be. The dump, that's the only other question I had is if that's me or if that's Ronnie, but,
Maybe we'll discuss that later on, possibly or something, I don't know. And
That's fine.
talk to you tomorrow probably, Tony.
alright, let me know.
On just that one question.
That's all I have.
We're gonna look over some stuff.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Keep me informed. Alright,
Alright, thank you.
thank you.
So that should be done by Friday, the paving?
No, it's gonna be done by next Friday. He's doing it next week. He's prepping this week.
So
He's gotta
26th?
grind, yeah.
Yeah. So some of that's gotta be ground.
Well, you gotta grind where it meets stuff.
Oh, yes, yes.
You know, and stuff.
Okay.
So he's gonna grind them all and get them ready to where they meet stuff. And
Yeah,
they'll be
because otherwise you got a mess.
exactly so.
Okay,
Alright, sounds
Thanks,
good.
Tony.
Yep.
thanks, Tony.
How'd your road look, Barry?
Congratulations again, Tom.
Alright.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Was that available cash that she's had? Or was
Jeanette, okay. You can, keep that right out if you want, okay? In case we need to refer to it for something else, there's a revenue here too.
Do you want me to, I have another
Uh,
chair, you want me to bring a chair
Is
in
this just,
here?
you can take mine if you'd like and I'll stand.
Oh, that's
No, I'll
okay.
sit in this other one over here.
Deal.
How about that?
I was just curious, that 1.9 million, is that
I'm sorry. Thank you.
available cash or?
That's available cash as of
This was the
today.
number I gave you.
Okay.
Yep,
When we discussed
that's
that a
available
little this
cash
morning.
as of today. But we still have school payments.
Yeah, we were deducting
Yeah, we've been
that.
over all that stuff.
Technically, it leaves us almost $619,000 for the next 3 months.
Right.
3.5.
The thing that's not on here is any miscellaneous payments, like non-typical usually runs about $1,500 a week. Scott Garris runs about $1,500 a week.
So,
You know, if you have any POs that you approve, any invoices that you approve. We don't know what will be out there. That's just, the money that we put here is just to operate business and what you've obligated.
Right. Our town,
That's all that is.
The town payroll has gotta come out of that.
Absolutely.
And benefits that do get paid to the state
Yep.
and all that. So it's,
And we need about 2 weeks. This is June and July. I did an August one.
I
Did you
haven't
make
seen
a
that.
copy
Did you
of
make
that?
copies
I
for all
didn't
of us
get a
of that?
copy of it. There's
On
no
this?
one.
No, Royce and I scratched it out, but I'll
Yeah.
go make copies of mine.
I was getting a lesson this one on how
I'll go
I
make
just like
copies
that.
of mine.
I'd like to have copies of what was going on.
Yep, let me do that. That was just our core operations.
So I can make heads and tails of all these head scratches. Okay. Alright,
We can view the video after.
there you go.
There you
If you're
go.
wondering,
That'll
right?
help.
Right?
That's true.
Is that all you needed?
I just wanna know what that, yeah, that was.
Okay,
cash.
I'll go make copies of the notes that I was taking. They might be a little scratchy, but I think they might be a little better.
Yep.
So I'll make those copies and bring them in.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So what would, you wanna look at that a little bit deeper, is that what you wanna do, Royce? You had said to table it for now?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe,
You wanna,
get to some of the other business we need
you
to
wanna
take
table
care
that
of.
for now, or do you wanna discuss it? I mean, Jeanette's here, this would be the time to ask her any questions, if we have any questions on mine.
Then
so-
fine, if we think we should, we'll go ahead with it. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, 'cause she'll be gone in 40 minutes, so.
Yep.
Every other expense out of that ditch has come out of, transfer.
Right.
So I don't see how or why at this point we'd be flipping it over to highway. Other than the
Well, I
fact that
think
they
what
have more
Tommy
money.
referred to was back along we've done that. They had done that,
Shared
they
cost.
had shared the cost on the paving around those buildings.
Yeah.
And that's what they
The last
thought they'd like to do, if
2
they
years.
needed to.
In the last 2 years, it's only been split down the middle, you know, that side. The only shared was down below the Y.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Before that, I couldn't tell you. Sue's here.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll table that for now, just because Sue's here. Hi. And then I gotta be back out front.
That's right.
Paul handed me this, I guess he applied, this state agency for surplus property. That's too
Here,
many
you want
numbers.
it.
Okay.
I only need four.
Oh, yes. No, this
So
is-
you want me to just take these
No,
four?
That's not the
Just
thing that
four.
you went to go look at, is it?
No, that was a.
Oh, I know this was the
Yeah,
other.
that was another surplus
Whatever.
situation. That was government stuff, I believe.
Nothing happened with that.
Dan got into it.
I can't have two numbers
I
like
hadn't
it.
heard much more about it
Can I have
after
two
that.
numbers?
Sure,
It seemed that
yeah, that's
there
fine.
was, the good stuff was, it seemed was already gone most of the time. That's how that stuff works.
I'll call them tomorrow, get you set up. Oh, all right.
Thanks.
So anyway, so I don't know,
Oh, it's important.
Okay.
I'm sorry to be a pain, but when you just say Paul, there's Paul Neto, Paul Filbert. I mean, there's a lot of Pauls, and I don't know who you're talking about.
Paul Filbert.
This is Paul
Thank you.
Filbert.
Oh. So anyway, I don't know if you want me to file that somewhere or what you're,
Well, I would say that
it's
it
so
should-
you can apply for that stuff, right?
Yeah, I would follow through and take his name off and put Selectmen Meeting on there. If we
Okay.
can. I mean, I would assume we can. This
Okay,
one's good till 2018. I don't see that for Paul Filbert needs to be on there.
okay.
This is a Maine State Agency for Surplus Property. So it's desks, whatever, you know, it's just equipment,
Thank you.
auction on property. Don't need identification. Don't need identification card.
we discussed it a little bit. I don't know if,
I did think about that too. You should pass the abatement time, that's the problem with that right now.
yes. She, for some reason, thought that the 3 years she should go for. So if you guys want to keep it and discuss it and see, I figured out everything for the 3 years based on
Yep.
the only thing is this little packet, you can keep the whole packet.
I'll let you explain, cause,
Oh.
so they both follow it.
Okay,
right
so
by the date.
Shirley Castongue came in because her mobile home, it's a double wide mobile home, has been assessed as a house for the last, I don't know how many years. So she came in for an abatement. She's trying to sell it right now, and so she's obviously, she wants to make sure that people understand it's a double wide mobile home. It's on a foundation, but it's not a house, it's a mobile home. So anyway, so she came in and she wanted an abatement. And so I've got it all written up, and you guys had gone out, or
Yeah.
you had gone out and reassessed
Boris and I both. Yeah.
reassessed it. And then there was another second mobile home on the property, but apparently that's been uninhabitable for the last 3 years. And that also had an assessment on it. So you guys reduced that one as well, correct? Or did that one get removed completely?
It wasn't removed as of April 1st, so there was a value placed on it. I know that was in the process.
It was a minimal.
I haven't been back to check. It
Okay. Oh,
will matter as of April 1st next year. Yeah.
right. Oh, yeah. You had changed it down here, so I had changed everything. Yep.
Those were for 2012, 13, 14 years.
2014, 13, and 12. So this year, last year, and the year before. And then the property was being assessed for 2 home site lots. And since that mobile home was no longer inhabitable, I also took that into consideration.
Didn't she say something about having it removed too? She was working on that or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
so we were kinda waiting
Yeah.
on that too.
Well, and that's fine. I mean,
Waiting
that's,
on what?
But that, till that got removed also, cause technically we're supposed to, if it's there on April 1st again,
You assess it anyway,
we
yeah.
gotta assess it
it's
again.
assessed. It was
So we'll
just,
check it again next April 1st. If it's removed then you take the whole thing
Right.
off.
right.
Yeah.
Or when she brings that paperwork in that it's gone.
Yep.
If it's gone. See, that paperwork doesn't,
Still won't affect her assessment this year though.
oh, no. She's already, no,
I
that's
mean, yeah,
all.
you can change it in the system, but it wouldn't be effective till the next tax year. Yeah.
Right. But this is for this tax bill coming up, this abatement.
Can't do that.
What do you mean?
You can't do that. You can't do a future abatement for a future tax year.
No, I don't mean that like that. We've changed this assessment for the bill coming up.
Yes, I-
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So anyway, if you wanna discuss it a little bit more, go ahead and let me know.
What's your thoughts?
What's the right thing to do?
You can't do it right now. It has to be done within 100, it says it right here. The application must be filed with the Board of Assessors within 185 days from the date of commitment. Commitment date was September 3rd, I'm thinking, last year. I can't remember the exact date.
Right.
And then have to be 185 days from that point, which would be in March. So she's passed the 185 days, so we can't honor this.
Do the right thing.
The right thing to do is deny it.
We have to deny it.
But I thought if it was a mistake on the part of the assessors, you could.
No, it was a valuation put on there, so, I mean, that's the valuation.
Okay, cause cause I know in the past that that's been done, but whether that was right or wrong, I don't know.
Well, mandated by state law. But I mean, obviously, where we did knock it down, we did take it down, we went out and reassessed. She has every right to come back for an abatement once we file tax commitment this coming year. Once the commitment's been filed, you know. She has a 185-day clock
Right.
then.
Yeah,
I'd gladly look at it at that point.
okay.
Neither one of you guys are able to sign it.
So neither one of you are gonna sign it?
I offered it to them, they won't, I will.
Okay.
Well, I would if you wanted to. That's fine.
Well, don't you all have to sign it?
Yeah,
To
sounds
deny
good.
it?
Yeah, I mean, everybody,
You sign first, you're the chairman,
Yeah.
that's all.
Sure.
Excuse me, can I be recognized?
yes,
Why are the two selectmen not in favor of signing that document?
I don't recall saying that I was
They didn't
not in
say
favor
that.
of
I'm
that.
just wondering why,
I'm not in favor of signing
oh,
it.
you're not in favor.
It's against state law to do so.
Right, but
Okay.
not,
So
yeah.
Sign
are
it.
you not going
Correct.
to sign it?
They're
I will
denying
sign it
it.
to deny it, I
We're
won't approve
denying
it.
it.
Okay,
You have 185 days to request an abatement from the tax commitment.
right,
We're well past that 185 days, so by state law, we can't authorize that abatement.
I see.
We went back and there's been a change in the valuation of the property, so we went out and assessed it for this coming tax commitment.
Right,
And it did substantially lower the value of that property.
okay,
That will be reflected in this coming tax commitment.
thank you.
Yep.
Thanks. Alright, I think that's all I've got. Oh, except Thursday, let's see. Okay, oh, 5:30. Who's CRC? And how long is that gonna take?
I have no idea what that is.
Do either of you know?
Not a clue. We're gonna have to start watching this calendar closer, see who's writing things on here.
It could be Jeanette. Oh, she's.
CRC is the meeting that was set for criminal back checks. That's been
Oh.
canceled for this week.
Oh, okay.
It is going to be canceled?
Yes.
So it's not gonna be 5:30 on Thursday?
No.
Oh, okay, good. So can I be here Thursday at 5:30 to go do assessing?
Yep.
Hopefully I'll have a chance to get my stuff together.
Have we rescheduled or are we rescheduling?
We will be rescheduling for maybe next week. So.
But don't know when yet.
Don't know yet.
Okay, thank you. All right,
Mr. Chairman, can I call for a 5-minute recess so I can talk to you?
An executive session, or is that what you mean, or
Sure. Or
The
just
whole
in
board
another
or-
room.
just me?
Yeah.
Sure.
excuse me.
Yeah, those two.
Sure. We'll take a 5-minute break.
You can both set that up for 5 minutes.
I don't know how.
Oh, yeah, you might not be able to get it going again, you're right,
I mean,
just leave it
I
going for
think